Hey everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the kitchen. One of the controversial things that I like to can, in all honesty, is potatoes. You ask what's controversial about canning a potato? Well folks, let me tell you, I can them without adding water to them. Yeah, you heard that right. It's called dry canning or rebel canning. Take a second and subscribe to that channel before we get any further. Give me a like and subscribe. Okay. These are potatoes that I canned this morning. Okay. And you'll notice they don't have water in there. Okay. They have a little bit of liquid in the bottom, and that is the water and the starch that came off the potatoes. But when they get cold, you have about this much of the congealed liquid in the bottom. I did these yesterday, so I mean, as you can see, that's what they look like. Okay. These are O'Brien potatoes, by the way. That's peppers and onions in there. I'll link the video to that in the description box. But I happened to be scrolling YouTube this morning and I came across a video, and the lady was talking about that exact same thing, and she said that it was because of excess water on the potatoes. Well folks, I have more potatoes right here. I have this huge bucket right here full of potatoes. I thought, I like to test things. I like to try different things. So therefore, I'm going to test that theory. And you're going to come along with me. Okay? I have my strainer and my crock pot. Guys, this works good. Use what you've got. There's nothing fancy here. And this is a deli bucket I picked up at one of our local grocery store delis. Okay. I have my potatoes. Folks, these are Yukon Gold potatoes. I used my big slicer yesterday and I sliced them and then I cut them into cubes. Okay. I should have documented that, but I didn't. But however, what I will do is put a link to the original canning potatoes, the dry canning, rebel canning way. I will put the link to that in there. But what I'm doing is I'm just simply taking the potatoes out of water. I've changed the water on these 2 or 3 times, and I've also put lemon juice in here. Okay, that helps keep the color. Because if you don't do that, they're going to turn a darker color and have some brown on there. So, on just a cookie sheet, folks, I have a clean cotton towel. I'm going to put these potatoes on here. I'll spread them out. And where'd my other one go? Aha, here we go. Folks, real life around here. It is what it is. Okay, and I'm just going to mash these potatoes down and get excess liquid off of there. Okay. Are they perfect? No. I'm not a perfect person. And I'm also not going to sit and wait until they get totally dry to do that. But I got a good amount of moisture off. And I'm just really curious about what I read this morning. Okay. I have a jar. Just a regular canning jar. And in this little jar, I have sea salt. Okay, I always use either sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, or a canning salt when I can. Okay. I'm putting about 3/4 teaspoon of salt in there. And I'm going to put the potatoes in here. Now folks, you can cut these in any shape that you like. I have done the French fry cut. I have done chunks. But I think I like this better because it makes them more versatile. Okay, as you'll see in the funnel, it's heaped up. Okay, there's still some room in here between these. And as you saw in those jars over there, they do cook and settle down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these down. Okay, you just cram them down in there as tight as you can cram them. And as you can see, it went down a couple inches. Guys, my hands are clean and I'm diving in with my hands because God gave us hands to use, right? Okay, I have a wet paper towel here and I'm wiping the rim. That way, in case I dropped a grain of salt or anything on there, I wipe it off, because if there's something between this glass part and the rubber on that jar seal, it won't seal. Okay. You don't have to soak these in water like you used to. I guess it's where that rubber is so blasted thin anymore. But I have a new one, a new flat, and I have a ring. Okay, now the last time that I made these, I put butter in here just to add a little bit more flavor. Folks, you don't have to put butter in there. I caught so much flack from butter. Okay, if you don't want to use butter, then leave it out. It really honestly doesn't matter. It's just for flavor. It doesn't preserve it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make it bad. It just adds flavor. And some people honestly put bacon grease in here. But I'm just having salt and potatoes. I'm going to put my lid on here. And I'm setting them over in my pressure canner that I have the right amount of water in. Usually the best way to measure that is about like this right here. It's about 2 inches of water in most canners. They have little lines on the inside of the canner that shows where to put it. But I'm going to go on and fill the rest of my jars, and I'm going to put in this canner. And I'm going to process them once they come up to temperature for 40 minutes. Okay. I'm not showing you the whole great big long process of this, because that's in my other video that's in the description box. But have you liked the video yet? Have you subscribed? Don't forget you can share it. Okay, now back to what I was saying. When they come out, I'll show you what they look like. Okay? And like I showed you, these are the ones I canned yesterday. And after everything gets cold, the starch and the excess water that was on the potatoes, that's what forms. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing whatsoever. You dump it in a pan, you fry it, it just melts away. Not a big deal to me. But I just wanted to see if I could have it without that, because honestly they'll look prettier. What do you think? You think it will look better with that in the bottom or without? You'll have to let me know in the comments on that one. But I'm going to get the rest of these jars filled. I'm going to get these processed. And in all honesty, I'm going to set these right here where these jars are. That way I can keep them totally separate and they don't get mixed in with the rest of them. And tomorrow, after they get totally cold, because it takes a while for everything to cool down, I'll show you the ones that we fix this way and the way that they normally look. And we'll just see if there's a difference. So folks, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay folks, the potatoes have cooled off. Okay, we still have a good amount of liquid in the jars. Now let me refresh your memory. These are the ones I dried. I put them on the cotton towels and I patted them dry. So the theory that the lady in the video had, where it was too much moisture left on the potatoes, I really honestly don't think that's so, because there's just as much on these. Oh God, cameraman. That's what there is on these. But folks, now we know the rest of the story. Thanks for watching, coming along for this experiment. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.